Listen, don't rush this. Let it sink in. There is a kind of sadness people don't talk about. Not crying sadness, not dramatic sadness, but the quiet one, where you smile in front of others and break silently when you're alone. This video is for that pain. Welcome back to the Detached Mindset, a place for minds that were hurt deeply but still want to heal. Psychology tells us something uncomfortable but important. The brain suffers more from emotional loss than physical pain. That's why heartbreak feels like chest pressure. That's why betrayal kills motivation. That's why you lose appetite, sleep, and interest in life. Because your brain didn't just lose a person, it lost safety. When someone you trusted hurts you, your nervous system enters survival mode. Cortisol rises, dopamine crashes. Your mind starts replaying memories, searching for answers that don't exist. And slowly, you start blaming yourself. Let me stop you right there. Self-blame is the brain's attempt to regain control. It thinks, if it was my fault, I can fix it. But some things are not yours to fix. Here's a painful truth from psychology. People don't cheat or betray because of what you lacked. They do it because of what they lacked: emotional regulation, impulse control, integrity. Carl Rogers once said, "The curious paradox is that when I accept myself just as I am, then I can change." Right now, you're trying to change the pain before accepting it. That's why healing feels slow. So let's talk about detachment, the healthy kind. Detachment is not forgetting them. Detachment is teaching your mind that your peace matters more than your attachment. Your brain learns through repetition. Every time you check their social media, every time you replay old conversations, you reopen the wound. Psychologically, this is called trauma bonding. And trauma bonds don't break with love. They break with boundaries. Here's something deeply human I want you to hear. You were not stupid for trusting. You were brave. And bravery doesn't deserve punishment. There's a movie line that hits hard here. Sometimes the person you'd take a bullet for ends up being the one holding the gun. If that line hurts, it's because it's true. But pain is not the end of your story. When you detach, your brain slowly rewires. Dopamine comes back through purpose. Serotonin stabilizes through routine. Confidence rebuilds through self-respect. This is science. This is psychology. This is healing. And if you're watching this, still breathing, still trying, let me say this clearly. You are not behind in life. You are in recovery. And recovery is strength. This is the Detached Mindset. If this video made you feel understood, not judged, comment, "I'm healing," below. Share this with someone who is silently suffering. And subscribe, because this channel is not about motivation that lies, it's about psychology that heals. Stay detached. Stay aware. Your mind is learning to protect your heart.